kind of coming out of COVID or getting right around COVID times, we get a phone call from Phil, our manager, and he's like, "Hey, I just had a really great conversation with Jon Bellion, and at this point, he's absolutely crushing it. And we'd never worked with him before. Huge fans, had been forever, and he's like, he's got some thoughts that he wants to share with you guys." And we're like, "Yeah, great." Like, we're thinking he's got like musical thoughts, and he's like, "No, he's got some thoughts. He wants to come meet you in LA and sit and talk."
That's cool.
I just love that Bellion's just such a real guy.
Yeah.
That he's like, we're not gonna like talk music or work until we just like sit and get to know each
Have
other.
a conversation, yeah.
And he came out, and we spent the afternoon just hanging, listening to his kind of perspective on what he thought we should do next, and how he could be helpful. And we just talked about life and not music stuff, and
Right.
and he played us this song called "Sail Away," and we're all like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
when can we cut that?" He's like, "We'll do it later." And I'm like, "Well, my studio downstairs it's available." So I had a little writing room in my house, and yeah, we went down there. And to answer your question from before, is it like intimidating? It's like when you hear Jon Bellion's voice on a demo, or Tedder's for that matter, and you're in the vocal booth trying to like come even close to that, it's like pretty challenging. But he was so uplifting, and he's like in the room with us. It's like we're literally here and cutting it in the room, and his energy was so hype.
He's so awesome.
And it got really hot in the room because we're all like jumping up and down, and it was a really magical way to start that process, and to make that album with him was a dream for us. And it's interesting. It's like there are songs that raised their hands that we kind of never would have expected, that people like Vacationize has become something live that's like just a really special moment. And Walls, I think a song we'll play forever now, and it's just that album. I'm really proud of it.
Amazing. I was recently in New York at Jon Bellion's like basement studio to doing it like a conversation with him. Talked about you guys. We talked about all the amazing songs he did, but most importantly, we talked about success today and what does success actually mean. And I think like when it comes to the solo eras, I kind of consider the solo era like a part of the Jonas Brothers era personally.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of times where we were talking about his project, Father Figure. We're talking about like what does success actually mean, and he talked about how important it is and how much of a success it is to be a present dad today. I think nowadays society pushes this idea of numbers, number ones, money, all these different things. But how do you guys see success now in that way?
Speaking for myself, I think that what we do because we love it. And, it's definitely a part of our soul and how we express ourselves. But success for me is being able to have a relationship with my family and my children and have them be proud of me and be someone that hopefully they can look up to, and obviously want to give them the life that they deserve and whatever I can do to be the best version of myself for them. I think that's success, right? Like, we've had a very long journey. 20 years is, in this business can be, there's obviously artists that have been doing it forever, but Bruce Springsteen just dropped like 7 albums yesterday, I think it was. But
that's
like
crazy.
I know it's just one of those things where I think success is how you find the simpler times can sometimes be where the success actually lies. The quiet moments, the time we have lunch after a big event and the day after, and it's just super chill, and it's not about anything other than just being together. I think those are the moments that I cherish.
I love it. So the additional part is Waffle House is another song that I heard you guys talking that you didn't have, like, you couldn't go to bars, so instead you went to the Waffle House.
Yeah.
Is that right?
We were too young to go out after shows, and usually we had to get to the next city. So our tour bus or van and trailer at the time, we'd leave, and the only place open that would have us is usually Waffle Houses in the middle of nowhere.
How
or
late is it
diners. This
usually?
is probably midnight, 1 a.m. because we were
Wow.
loading gear out. And when we were, I guess, at a point where we had 2 crew members, and we still like I had to wait for them. So we still left and we're wide awake. Say let's call it 10, 11 p.m. All the restaurants are closed. There's one highway and there's a Waffle House. And sure enough, it was kind of our safe place. And also, it's funny, we're texting John and I just texted him Waffle House as like a song title name. And then he's like, huh? And then I was like, oh, never mind. I was like, never mind. And I like deleted it. He's like, and I was like, actually, no, this is a place we used to go to a lot. Blah, blah. That was like one of the ninth inning songs for the album was Waffle House.
It's amazing.